Still to come, more on Mass Effect 2, but first... Sony's up-and-coming Heavy Rain is a hot topic amongst gaming gossips. Its story remains largely a secret, with sections being drip-fed to us, like the Norman Jayden and the Scott Shelby scenes shown at this year's CES. Other recent news, Heavy Rain Chronicles. That's the name given to a series of downloadable news stories that will accompany the game's launch. The first, The Taxidermist, will be an extended version of the 2008 demo. And a strange Japanese trailer surfaced at CES, with what seemed to be some serious plot spoilers included. It shows Ethan Mars searching for his missing son, and what looks like a Saw movie moment, where he's got to cut off his own hand to keep him alive. Also, does Madison Paige really get her throat cut? Is this man escaping from the FBI, the origami killer? And does Ethan Mars kill Robbie Williams? Only time will tell. This scene in Heavy Rain sees Private Dick Scott Shelby visiting the mother of one of the origami killer's victims to try and shed some light on the killings.
Lauren Winter?
Sorry, I only see clients by appointment.
Wait.
It's $50.
Hopefully, using subtle questioning, I'll get the information I need.
I bought 10 minutes of your time, didn't I? All I ask is that you use that time to answer some questions.
You want to pay me to tell you about my son? Is that it? You can buy my body, Mr. Shelby, but my son is not for sale. Get out of here.
Well, that didn't work. If I'd done things differently, maybe she would have opened up a bit more. Pardon the pun.
If we don't find the killer, there'll be other mothers who find their son's body on a deserted wasteland.
That's done the trick. She's now more receptive to questioning.
Do you know if they found anything on the wasteland? Any leads or witnesses?
No. He said he must have run away and he'd probably end up coming back. His body was found 5 days later with an origami figure in his hand and an orchid on his chest.
Information gleaned, I leave, only to have an asthma attack just when Lauren needs help.
Sorry, Del, but I really wanted to see ya.
I might be able to help Laura out of this. But this time around, I think I've bitten off more than I can chew.
I told you to mind your business.
Even though I didn't win the fight, perhaps Lauren will see this favourably and give me more information.
Who was that guy?
An ex-client who thinks he owns me. He was getting violent. I told him I didn't want to see him anymore.
In any case, he packs a good right hook.
Mr. Shelby.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, all that got me was a thanks. Typical. What would have happened if I'd been a bit better with my fists? Showing that I'm a real hero must have impressed Lauren, so perhaps she'll slip me something more useful.
Get it.
He was getting violent, and I told him I didn't want to see him anymore.
You should be careful. He'll probably be back.
Mr. Shelby.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Different fight outcome, same response from Lauren. Maybe our heroics will have an effect later in the story. We'll only really find out when we get fully hands-on. Time now to conclude our review. We've selected a few of Mass Effect 2's new features and improvements that'll make Shepard's latest mission that bit better than his last. Cerberus haven't just rebuilt him, they've also made him a new ride.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant.
This one even comes with a PA, and the private quarters are much nicer. Here you can customize your armor or just admire your tropical fish and model starship collections. Best of all, this is where you keep your space hamster. You can do more with the galaxy map this time. Uncharted planets often reveal side missions and valuable resources to plunder. Just get close enough to scan and launch a probe before landing.
Probe away.
The new heavy weapons like this grenade launcher and the collector particle beam give Shepard plenty of extra firepower. The original Mass Effect never claimed to be an out-and-out shooter, but it's fair to say that its third-person combat didn't compare well with something like Gears of War. This time, though, the shooter side of things is much improved. You can move around in a much smoother fashion, vaulting over low walls and sprinting to the next cover spot. Your squad's easier to direct too. You can send them to specific places and designate which enemies they attack.
So does Archangel.
Developers BioWare have also tweaked the dialogue system.
I just spent 50 credits on this.
Most notably, there are now instances where you can boldly interrupt a conversation when prompted, pulling the left trigger for a nice Paragon action.
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later. I've had enough of your disingenuous assertions.
Or pulling the right trigger if you feel like being a nasty renegade.
I wish I'd done that the first time we met.
Me too.
Son of a bitch!
Shepard, if you hack that control, every door in the cell block opens.
How else are we gonna get Jack out?
I'm doing it. Be ready.
One of Shepard's potential squad members is a dangerous convict called Jack, and we've just let her out.
Jack is small.
She may be small, but Jack has biotic powers. This means she can use her mind to manipulate Mass Effect fields and kick butt.
Oh, I want to see this. Let's go.
Having followed Jack's trail of destruction through the prison, we find ourselves faced with the Warden.
Charge it back!
Overloading the generators brings his shield down so we can get at him. The command wheel allows you to select which of your squad members' powers you'd like them to use. We'll go for a triple whammy here.
I've got him!
That got rid of his armor. A few more hits and he's done for. Let's finish him off with Incinerate. But we've still got to catch up with Jack.
What the hell do you want?
You're in a bad situation and I'm gonna get you out of here.
You sound like a pussy.
Have you tried Galaxy of Fantasy yet? I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 billion players now.
Even if you're not a massive fan of role-playing games, you could do a lot worse than picking up a copy of Mass Effect 2 the next time you visit a game shop on your planet.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
BioWare have clearly tried hard to fix the combat issues that the last game suffered from, and it shows gameplay in this area is now on a par with all but the finest squad-based shooters. You get so much more with this game, though. With actors like Martin Sheen lending their vocal talents, the dialogue is top-notch.
On Horizon. Hopefully the collectors will think twice before attacking another colony.
As an immersive sci-fi experience, it's unparalleled. We'll give it 9 out of 10. Okay, now before we go, we'll leave you with an exclusive look at the forthcoming new episode of Assassin's Creed 2. Ciao!
Are you missing any children? And Ezio Auditore! What a pleasant surprise!
You want my children? Take them! I have the instrument to make more! Go get them back for me, Ezio.
Sì.
Grazie, signore.
Brothers, the killer of monks has returned!
Ezio, thank God you're back with us.